Hi guys, I'm just going to give some tips for online dating for both men and for women because I've experienced some of that now and seen what it's like online, and just some tips and suggestions for if you are going down that road. It's not actually for me, but if you're going down that road, just some tips and suggestions for you. So for the men, if you are online and you see a girl that you like, first of all, just for your own self-esteem, don't, I can't, what's the phrase about punching higher than your, I don't know what the phrase is, but don't approach a girl that you wouldn't probably approach in real life. Um, and I know that might sound a bit shallow, but if you approach someone who you wouldn't approach in real life because you probably think they would say no to you. I don't want to sound too harsh, but you've got to be at the same sort of level when you're approaching somebody. So if you approach a woman who is not on your level, you're more likely to get rejected. So if you keep putting yourself in that position, you're going to keep getting rejected. So approach the women that you would genuinely approach in outside, off of online scenario. So in a real life situation, if you were at a bar and you saw a woman that you found attractive and you wanted to talk to her, you would do that. But when you're online, for some reason, guys just think that they can just approach everybody. But if you're doing that, then you are prone to be disappointed because you're going to keep getting rejected. Another thing that I would suggest to guys online is, if you're trying to talk to somebody that you do like, don't approach that person with just a bog standard line that the website is giving you, because it can come across as really random and really lame. Okay, so think about it in a real life scenario. So you're out in a bar, you see somebody you find attractive, eye contact, you start talking. Okay, that's how it naturally goes. So if you are online and the first thing you say some random line that's just been picked for you, because you can't be bothered to think of the line yourself, an opening line, so they would just use a bog standard line, and it just sounds crazy. For instance, so would you walk up to somebody in a bar and just say to them, so what's your favourite phrase in life? What's helped you? Have you found the right career path you're on already, or would you say there's more that you'd like to do? And even random stuff like, what do you prefer, dogs or cats? That's not realistic. In reality, when you're out, that's not how you talk. So why do people think that that's how you talk online? It's not. And also, it's very, very, very lazy. And speaking to a few of my girlfriends who also have tried online, it's really, really lazy when a guy just picks a bog standard AI response to you and just talking like that. That's really crap as well. Also, for the women, when you're talking to a guy and you're speaking to him and you've asked some questions and you're exchanging and you're asking and you're speaking to each other, if the guy is not forthcoming and he's not talking as much, if he's not asking you questions, if he's not involved in the conversation asking you questions about yourself, then he's showing that he's not interested. A guy that's interested in you is going to be asking you questions about you and showing real true interest in you. So that will come across when you're talking to somebody online. And also, to make sure that you've got to trust who you're talking to as well. Stay on the website for as long as you can. You don't have to exchange numbers straight away. Stay on the website. But once you've come off the website, you do have to validate who you're talking to. For instance, if somebody refuses to video call, for example, then that's suspicious. They're not wanting to show you their true self. So that's suspicious there. And also, if it looks too good to be true, it probably is online. Okay? If it looks too good to be true, it is. So you've got to be careful of that as well. What other tips can I give you? So yeah, girls, another thing, if you're online and you're just talking to somebody and they get really, really serious really, really quickly, and they're talking about things that you should be discussing after a year or so, and they're just really, really rushing things through and ahead, they're not the person for you. People who just rush things through and straight away they've gone from A to Z, right, in a relationship, they're not actually looking for you, they're just looking for a person to fit what they want. So they're not actually looking for a real person. So it's not to be rushed into any of this stuff. And also you do have to be careful and safe when you're online, and make sure you're talking to the right person, and just be careful that way. But to the guys, I would just suggest just be yourself, opening line, how you would be in reality, in real life, how you'd start a conversation. Do it the same way on a dating website. Don't use the bog standard replies. It's lazy, people know you're doing it, and it just comes across as a bit lame. So try to use at least your own vocabulary, and, be yourself, because it shows your personality. If you can talk to the person yourself, it does show personality instead of just showing, bog standard things on there. So that's just my advice for people online. If that's what you want to do, if that's your thing, not really my thing. I do prefer to meet people in reality while I'm out and talk to people that way. So, but those are just some of my experiences of online, and just sharing some tips on that. So I hope that's been helpful.